Welcome to another edition of Connie TV. I'm Connie. Today we are blessed to have a great guest from Panama, Roger Kafif. Welcome, Roger, to San Diego. Would you please tell us about yourself and about your company?
Okay, thank you, Connie. This is our second time in San Diego. We're very happy and excited to be here and to come and visit with you. We're in Panama, real estate developers. Besides other things that we do there, we're now into the hospitality business. And we've just opened a new project, the Trump Ocean Club. One of the basic reasons that we're here is as a byproduct, or as what sometimes my wife tells me, and whenever we go to a hotel somewhere, is when we go and that night sleep in that hotel room and experience the bed. We always say, "Oh, I wish we had this bed back at home." And from what we're trying to do right now is try to maybe develop this kind of a opportunity through a new company that we're planning to do, and call it Beds of the World. Is to have people the opportunity to give to people that chance of experiencing that wonderful experience of that wonderful bed. And with you, hopefully we can co-develop this idea and bring it to reality. Beds of the World.
Yeah, Beds of the World sound really great. How did you come up with that name?
Well, actually, the first name we thought of was Rooms of the World, but then we say, well, room is like more of a hotel. It's really the beds of the world. And since we travel a lot, and you know, when we travel and we stay in hotels around the world. So and many of our friends will say, you know, I stayed at this hotel in the Four Seasons, and I wish I had this bed and that. So we said, you know, Beds of the World, beds from around the hotels of the world, which is basically the top 5-star hotels around the world that have that wonderful kind of bed and all the different things that come with the bed. It's not just the bed and the mattress. It's, as we're learning right now, it's many things that are involved in having this bed and that feeling.
So, Beds of the World is going to be like a showroom, or how are you marketing that
well,
to the audience?
We think we're going to be, we have a small shopping area downstairs in the hotel. We're going to open a showroom, and we're going to have that as the first store in Panama. Panama is a very cosmopolitan, and it's a very place we're visited by many tourists, many people from abroad. So we'll open it up and have the samples and the different kind of beds that we think that we should have in the showroom as a prototype, and offer it to the people. So if somebody, for example, comes and says, I stayed at that JW Marriott and or the Ritz, I'd like to have that same feeling. Well, you know, we will have that formula that we can give him and provide him with those up to the 20th layer of luxury that this brand that we're co-developing with you can have. I think probably most of the time it's up to 13 or 14, but we know that now we can go up to 20 layers of luxury, and that's a lot of layers that gives the role experience or the whole treatment. So hopefully we'll be able to do that.
Right, so layers of a luxury. So what is that consist of? How do you describe the layers of luxury?
As we're learning, and this is all new for me, but each layer is another layer of comfort, and it's what makes a difference between one, I guess from between one brand of hotel to another, or between one experience of luxury to another. But I never knew there were so many layers and so many things involved in one bed, and that's interesting, because that's what makes it different. That's how come I say, oh, I like this bed, but then I go to another, hey, this bed is even nicer. What did they do here? What's the difference? I never really counted the layers, but the next time I go to a hotel, I'm going to start to do that and see what the layers are. But and each layer sometimes comes in different there's options between in a layer, the thread count or the filling, or so it's really not so simple. It's pretty complex, and thanks to you and your help and your knowledge, that's why we're here, to so you can help us in bringing to reality such an idea. And Beds of the World seemed to us like a logical name.
Yeah, thank you so much. It is an honor, and then we will continue to work together and then get into the reality.
Yes, hopefully pretty soon. I think maybe as early as we're now in March. Hopefully we'll be able to inaugurate this in May or June, and for you to come down and open the first of many, many future stores, maybe even franchise, as we might be able to, we were discussing earlier.
Well, that sounds absolutely exciting. So as we come back, we're going to talk about what is Roger's future plan about these Beds of the World. Welcome back. Roger, would you like to share with us more detail about your franchise plan?
Yes. Well, as I said before, we'll open the first store in Panama. We'll open it at the Trump Ocean Club, and hopefully we'll be done in the next 2 months. And we think that well, you know, like the original idea is why we're opening Beds of the World, because people wish to have that bed, the experience that where they go to a hotel, they want to have that same experience at home. Well, it's not just the Panamanians. We feel that it could be everybody around the world would have that same desire. So Panama is a very well-connected country, and we have very good access to the countries around the region. So we're hoping that later on we'll be able to export this idea to the countries around the region, especially Latin America, Colombia, Venezuela, Ecuador, Central America, South America, and have that the same idea and the same experience available for other people. I think everyone shares that desire. Everyone would like to have that possibility, and if we're successful in Panama, then we will definitely, I think, be successful in virtually everywhere else around the world, actually. So we'll start in Panama and see what happens.
So if I want to open a franchise store of a Beds of the World, what do I have to do? What is the requirement?
Well, we're opening the first one. So right now, you know, we're concentrating on developing the formula. So our original formula would be, okay, what do we need? We're going to concentrate only on bedding, whatever you see in a hotel room, bedding, and also bath items like towels and bathrobes and shower curtains, maybe. Once we tweak, you know, the first store, we're going to have to see exactly what works, what doesn't work, how much of this, how much of that. Once we tweak that formula, once we see exactly what the customer really wants and what we can give at an affordable price, and we have that formula down, then they would just have to copy exactly that same formula. I don't think if there's sometimes there's a local tendency of maybe if in one country there's a custom that they might do something a little bit different, you know, like McDonald's, for example. You have some McDonald's around in other places that offer a variety of their menu for local culture, but 95% of it would be the concept of having that what's done in Panama repeated almost exactly the same everywhere else. So we will learn and practice and experiment and hopefully get it right. I don't think it's going to be that. Once the formula is done, I don't think it's going to be that complicated to repeat.
Now, do you know by any chance whether there is a such thing that's already existing anywhere?
If I did, then I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't even attempt to do this. I didn't know it was so complicated, so much into it, which really now I understand what, like I said before, why that bed is so comfortable. It's not just because somebody picked the right mattress or picked the right sheet. It's a whole process. It's a whole as you well know, it's your lifetime experience of how to make the bed more comfortable. But if there was such a place, I probably wouldn't be here, because I would just go and, you know, what I'm doing here is trying to fulfill a wish of my wife, which every time they say, I wish we had this bed somewhere, you know, at home, and I don't know anywhere, and you know, unless I go to that hotel and convince them to, you know, to ship me one of their beds to my house, and usually they don't do. They might sell a bathrobe, or they might sell the, you know, I can steal a slipper. Right. With, you know, keep that between us, but you can't, really you can't. So we're doing this out of necessity, because I don't think there's anything that I know of that comes even close to providing something like that to us.
So what is the best way to get to know about your store?
To meet Connie Kim, and she can tell us all about it. And you know, here is you're a woman of experience. You've been here for such a long time. You know this business back, you know, like the back of your hand. And we're counting on your experience and your knowledge, and to helping us out, and the business part and the logistic part we can handle, and the other stuff. But your part of it is definitely a most important part, and you understand the whole business, you know, nationally and internationally. So we feel very comfortable that we could achieve it with Connie Kim. So that's why we're here, and that's why we're without you, I think it would be very, very hard. Maybe we won't even do it.
Well, thank you so much for that's very kind of you. So once it is all done, when is your timing? When is the first opening or launch?
Now we're almost the middle of March, April, May. Hopefully we can open by end of May, and that's our target, to open end of May 2013, which is very close. We're basically set up to finish the showroom and have it ready for the to wait for the goods. So it really all depends on the inventory. But we'll be ready by the end of May. And if the inventory is here, we'll open. That will be the date.
And how are you going to advertise or the opening, and who are the guests that you're going to invite to?
Well, we're working on a campaign right now. This idea we come up with, as you know, only a couple of months ago, but we're in Panama, we do things very quickly, and sometimes we put the cart in front of the horse, but the horse will catch up to the cart, hopefully. And we're working on a campaign that, of course, we will reserve. We're working on something that's very nice and catchy and appealing to advertise and use as a slogan, and we should have that ready also by the end of May. And
yeah, thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you for all this great work. When we come back, we're going to ask him the secrets of his success. Welcome back. Roger, would you like to share with us your secret of success?
Well, I don't know if it's a secret. Hard work is always, is always involved in anything that somebody does. Luck is always a factor, and living in a place like Panama and the opportunities that Panama gives to us is very important. So I don't know your audience how familiar they are with Panama, but Panama over the last 10 to 20 years has become the center focal point of Latin America, and the economy is growing, one of the fastest growing economies of the region. We have the Panama Canal. We're expanding the canal right now. We have multinational corporations opening and transferring their offices to Panama. It's a very dynamic place, a lot of things going on, a lot of people coming in, and if you're in the right place at the right time and you work hard, you're bound to become successful. I mean, we're blessed to be in a place where it gives us that opportunity. These days, where the world is if you look around the world, we have several areas where they're not, the economy is doing pretty badly. Panama is doing very well these days. So a combination of things, really.
Well, yes, I was in Panama twice, and it reminded me of Hong Kong. It's very busy, and a lot of development is going on. But there, that you have so many different businesses. Would you like to share us some of the key projects that you have worked on?
Well, in the real estate now that we're becoming more involved, we're now working into projects that are in the islands. In Panama, we have a chain of islands called Pearl Islands, just off the coast of Panama, with waters very similar to Hawaii or Bahamas, and but with very difficult access. But from our project that we have now the only marina or embarcadero that can you can go straight from our building to the islands, and we've now purchased a catamaran, and that will have the access. So there's like a saying that in America it says highway or no way. So there was no highway. Now we're developing the highway to have access to these beautiful islands, white beaches, 6 shades of turquoise, and to develop a hotel. We're doing our beach club there, which we will be sending a lot of people. We have about a capacity of 1,000 people. It's a very big beach club in one of those islands. And then we'll be opening a hotel, and also we'll have apartments and homes for sale. So that's our next project, which is for the that kind of a segment where people will come and buy a second home and for the weekends, or to come down from the United States or Europe and spend some time. And it's very nice. It's beautiful, and it's very close to Panama City. So we're working on that.
Yeah, that sounds beautiful.
That's one of the projects we have. Yes, yes. And then we have others on the mainland, on the main shore. But this is the one that excites us the most, because that's been nobody else has been able to do it, and it's a lot of investment, a lot of time, a lot of work, and I think and a lot of fun at the same time.
Yeah, exactly. So I know that you have developed the Trump Hotel in Panama, and then Ocean Club. So, and it's it's 18 months? How long has the Trump Hotels been open?
We opened the hotel this June will be 2 years. The building actually is more than just a hotel. The hotel is 369 rooms, but we have 1,080 units in the hotel, which is apartments, hotel, shopping area, and office building also. It's the biggest project building of its kind in Latin America, and also one of the tallest. We're 72 floors, and it's been an icon in Panama, and we've been open for almost 2 years, and the hotel is doing fantastic, and we're very happy with what we've done. Such a big building, a big project in such a small country. Panama is one of the smallest countries in Latin America. We only have, our population is 3.5 million people, the whole country.
Yeah, it's a beautiful project. I mean, even just the skyline, when you see it, it's so wonderful. And now the Ocean Club and the hotel, what is the difference?
Well, it's Trump International Hotel and Tower, and the Ocean Club is the club that we're doing in the islands.
Oh, okay.
And of course, our guests and our residents will have the first, they'll be first in line to use that facility. But we will also be providing that facility to other people, to other members. It's a big project in the island, but the Ocean Club is foremost for our clients and our customers, and that project and other projects that we might be doing also in the future in the island also. So that's the Ocean Club, where we'll have activities like snorkeling, scuba diving, parasailing, deep sea fishing. All these things will be just like anywhere else, which right now in Panama don't exist, do not exist. So and Panama is lacking that service, and hopefully we'll be able to provide it, and in a first class 5-star service.
So the hotel itself has also the condominiums. You're selling it as like timeshare as well?
No, the hotel is a hotel. We have, besides the hotel, we have residences, and that people can purchase the residences, and we also have an office building and the commercial component downstairs, and the restaurants also. In total, we have 1,050 units, and the hotel is only 369 units.
Okay.
The rest is rest. So it's like it's almost like a small town.
Thank you, Roger, for visiting us in San Diego. Would you come back again?
I sure will. It's a beautiful place. It'll be a pleasure to come back again.
Thank you for watching another episode of Akani TV. If you have any questions, any inputs, please visit kanitv.tv. Thank you again.